Hello everyone, it's time to get your brushes wet. So I'm going to play around with making goofy faces. I just started doing it today, and all you need are your watercolors, some water, a brush, a couple of brushes maybe, and some paper, scrap paper. I tend to save all of my cuttings and my bad pictures, and I turn them over and cut them up and have little squares. So the first thing that I did was, I want to hide some things from you. I did some spots, which we've done before, but I did it in sort of different colors of skin. So, you know, here's one that I did. So I'm going to, and you have to let them dry before you do anything else. Or, well, actually you don't, but sometimes you do. I like to make all different colors of skin because that's kind of like the way the world is. So we start with getting our brushes wet, and there's no wrong blob here. We're just doing flesh blobs. So I start with maybe this is a great palette. I got this, you can get these at Dick Blick, at the Blick Art Supplies. You can get this anywhere. And they have all these colors already mixed, so you can kind of make flesh bulbs. And you can add more water for lighter skin, add more paint for dark skin. And I like to put them all in sort of a random, I'm gonna push this down. I don't know if you can see that, but in a random, whoops, I don't wanna. Okay, that's probably better. Sort of a random thing. So it's like you have a crowd of people looking up at you that are smiling at you. So this is a nice brownish color. And then I want to make a dark cocoa brown if I can with this. Just put this one over here. I wonder what color this is. Aren't these delightful little paints? They're really cheap. I think they were like 12 bucks or something. I had them in my classes. I think I only have a couple left. You can just go to Blick Art Supplies or Artists and Craftsmen. It's another one. And get your paints. Get a brush. I'm gonna put this video, I have a YouTube channel. Ooh, that's a good one. I have a YouTube channel. Now, I think it's just Tony Santos. And you can, we have to make some little faces in there. Little tiny little faces, little children. We're all going to be together. Kind of mix the fleshy, like the peachy fleshy with the darky fleshy, and see if we can get all the different colors of fleshy. I mean, Lord knows we're all mixed up. Now, what I kind of like to do that I discovered was, I like to add a little, oops, let's just make that a fleshy bulb. That's not what I wanted. I like to add a little pinky cheek to it for some fun. If it's, excuse me, well, that's a big pink cheek. Let's try over here. I do like a blushy cheek. Or you could do maybe little lips. You kind of have to plan. Let's see if I can make this a little less. There we go. I just think a little pink cheek makes it a little, see how I'm doing those pink cheeks? Can you see? So then, you know, you kind of have to let things dry. So when I let things dry, what I do sometimes is, here's another one. I'm going to put this over here. Bring this over here. I like to get a sharp sort of permanent pen, kind of like it's like a felt tip, and then you could put draw faces on them. See, you could draw little faces. So I'm just going to draw some faces. We'll just make this guy have and then he looks a little disturbed, but everybody's kind of happy here. I think I'm going to make some glasses. And you could always, sometimes I like to draw funny hair. So we can make this, you know, Professor Plum. Notice how I'm not drawing hard things, like I'm not drawing noses or ears, and they still have a lot of personality. On this one, which I showed in my Instagram post, I actually did this all with wet all paint, and I like this guy's hair up here because it's like he has a comb over, but I did something to his lips and I have no idea what, but you know, it's okay. And did you see how I kind of added little cheek colors and lips? This one kind of looks like me when I've had too much pasta. I love spaghetti, it's my favorite food. And then look at him with this little hat. This is a funny little girl with, I think she's funny. And then this guy with the little cap. And then this guy with the funny, how can I get this over there? There, with his, you know, funny head, funny little hair. You know, these are all my, these are the people I relate to. Middle-aged, a little pudgy, but still happy. So let's come back to this one and see what's going on. You might, if you have a little tiny, little bit of a brush that doesn't have any hair on it, get that wet with a black paint. I like to test it out on a scratch paper first. So then you could just add eyes and little, oh, this kind of looks like a snowman. You can see that, that's bad. But just, you're gonna have fun with this because you could even do this with crayons. Anything that you have. Yes, I'm here. I'm doing a video. That's Mr. Berryman. I think I'll do some more red lips. Oh, that's cute. Let's do little red lips on here. And you just see how I'm not being very exact. My paints are a little globby, but it's really, ooh, let's give him a little tongue. Like I'm gonna stick out my tongue. So now you have, oops, I forgot to do a little thing on this guy. Let's do some really rosy lips. And have you noticed that I'm wetting my brush quite a bit? That's a little tinkle tinkle. So now I want to put some hair. So just, you know, it's all really very loose. I'm just getting my brush wet. And, ooh, let's give this guy some red hair. It could be a girl. Yeah, let's make her a little girl. Looks like little orphan Annie. So you're getting the gist. So I just did this. I wasn't taking my time. I was going fast, but go fast or take your time. Try it with just doing some flesh blobs and some ink, and that will be really fun. You can get lots of different, you know, moods and things with it. So this is our goofy face video, and with this, I'll say a bientôt.